Hi friends, in the last videos we covered very clearly what are various possible combinations of try except else finally. Sir, almost around 25 combinations we discussed with clear conclusions, right? Now I hope you people got very clearly about the possible combinations, right? Sir, now the next very important topic what I have to discuss, just observe types of exceptions. So what are various types of exceptions are there in Python, we have to discuss. This topic very important for day-to-day coding and even for interview room also. That's why take very special care about this one, sir. Sir, can you please spell out how many types of exceptions are there? Yes friends, there are two types. The first one, predefined exceptions. What are the first ones, sir? Predefined exceptions. Second one, sir, if it is not predefined, then obviously someone is responsible to define. Okay, programmer is the responsible, developer is the responsible to define. Such type of exceptions are called user defined exceptions. Remember this one, user defined exceptions. So how many types of exceptions are there? There are two types of exceptions. First one, predefined exceptions. Second one, user defined exceptions, right? Sir, now you may ask, what about predefined exceptions? Sir, Python's inbuilt exceptions. We came across multiple exceptions in our last examples, right? Zero division error, value error, attribute error. Have you remembered? Okay, file not found error, like multiple errors we covered. All these things are Python's inbuilt exceptions. Remember, these ones are predefined exception. These things are right. So these predefined exceptions will be raised automatically by the Python virtual machine whenever a particular event occurs. Remember this one, whenever a particular event occurs, automatically Python virtual machine will raise these predefined exceptions. Okay, best example for you here, just print 10 by 0 I'm taking, sir. Can you please confirm, if I can take print 10 by 0, what is the answer? What is the answer? Whenever we are trying to perform zero division error, immediately Python virtual machine will raise zero division error. Okay, zero division error. Immediately Python virtual machine will raise zero division error. Remember that. Sir, similarly, suppose I want to convert string to int type. Have you remembered? At the very beginning classes we cover typecasting functions. I want to convert string value to int type. Int function we require to use, right? Suppose I am taking x is equal to int of 10. Okay, I'm converting string to int type. Of course, this string internally contains 10, means number into value only. No problem at all, sir. No issue. It is acceptable. Suppose I'm taking x is equal to int ten. We are trying to convert string to int value, but the string not representing int value. Then immediately we are going to get value error. Are you getting? So the exceptions which are raised automatically by the Python virtual machine whenever a particular event occurs, such type of exceptions are PVM exceptions, Python virtual machine exceptions, or predefined exceptions, or Python inbuilt exceptions, right? Are you in the position to understand? Whatever exceptions we covered up to this in our exception handling concept, all these things are predefined exceptions. But what about user defined? That part we are going to discuss. So just let me show these two things, right? Okay, these two examples, right? Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Here I'm taking, here just my requirement is, observe, print 10 by 0 I'm taking. Print 10 by 0 I'm trying to take, sir. If I can take 10 by 0, what is the answer we are going to get, sir? Have you observed, right? Zero division error, division by 0. So whenever we are trying to perform whenever we are trying to perform, okay, division by 0, immediately Python virtual machine will raise 0 division error, division by 0. So it is the predefined Python inbuilt exception, Python predefined exception. Python virtual machine know everything about this exception when it has to raise such type of information. PVM already aware. That's why whenever we are trying to perform division by 0, immediately Python virtual machine is going to raise 0 division error. Is it clear, right? Sir, same way, what about value error? Let me show, sir. Here, observe carefully. Here I am taking, so x is equal to, sir, x is equal to int 10, int of 10 I am taking, print of x value. Now observe, we are trying to convert string to int type. Yes, this string internally contains int value only. That's why we never going to get any problem. Happily the code, sir, runs and print 10, sir. Okay, well, sir, instead of 10, by mistake ten is there. Now observe, ten is there, sir. If ten is there, then immediately, so we are going to get value error. Remember, so we are trying to convert string to int value, but the string not representing int. That's why value error we are getting, sir. Who is the responsible to raise this exception? I respond either 0 division error or value error. Who is the responsible to raise these exceptions? Python virtual machine. Next, these are Python's inbuilt exception. Such type of exceptions are called predefined exceptions, Python virtual machine exception, or inbuilt exceptions, right? Are you in the position to understand? So whatever we discussed up to this, these are predefined exceptions only. So the second category, user defined exceptions, that part we will take care. Just up to this, whatever we covered, have a look once, sir. Here just we discussed about types of exception. How many types of exceptions are there? There are 2 types of exceptions. What are the first category? Predefined exception. Second category, user defined exception. Sir, user means programmer, developer. Okay, such type of exceptions are user defined. We will discuss in detail. Next, here observe what is the predefined exceptions. Okay, also known as inbuilt, also known inbuilt exceptions are PVM exceptions. These will be raised automatically by Python virtual machine whenever a particular event occurs. So predefined exceptions will be raised automatically Python virtual machine whenever a particular event occurs. Division by 0, 0 division error. Converting string to int, but string is not a int value, then immediately value error. Like, sir, observe very carefully this example 1. Whenever we are trying to perform division by 0, automatically Python will raise 0 division error. Python means Python virtual machine will raise 0 division error. Print 10 by 0, 0 division error. Whenever we are trying to convert string str value to int type and the string doesn't contain int value, then we will get what? Value error automatically. So who is the responsible to raise 0 division error, value error? Who is the responsible? Python virtual machine is the responsible to raise these things are by default considered predefined exceptions or inbuilt exceptions or PVM exceptions, because Python virtual machine has complete information about these exceptions, which when these things should be raised, PVM already having complete information, right? Sir, up to this, any doubt about this one? Clear, right? So now I have to talk about user defined exceptions. Up to this, any doubt? Sir, the next category of the exceptions is user defined exceptions. Okay, who is the user here? Programmer or developer is the user, developer. So sometimes we have to define our own exceptions and we have to raise explicitly to indicate something goes wrong. Remember this one, boss, something goes wrong, I can't process your request, so that's why I'm stopping by raising error. So we have to define our own exceptions and we have to raise explicitly whenever something goes wrong. Remember this one. So these exceptions which are defined by developer or programmer. These exceptions are by default considered as user defined exceptions or customized exceptions or programmatic exceptions. We have to raise programmatically programmatic exceptions or customized exceptions or user defined exceptions. Sir, okay, can you please tell one scenario, okay, related to this one, sir? How you can explain? So can you explain with an example so that we will get much clarity? Like you may ask. Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Sir, not one scenario, 2 or 3 scenarios I will explain so that you may get much clarity, sir. Sir, best example here, just assume bank application, sir. Okay, because everyone having some basic idea about this bank application. Even in the whoops we covered this type of things, right? So in bank application, okay, assume common operations related to the bank, deposit operation, withdraw operation, right? So I want to withdraw amount, okay, in my account 10,000 is there, 10,000 balance is there. I want to withdraw amount. So how much amount you want to withdraw? Compulsory the requested amount should be less than or equal to available balance. Remember this one, should be either less or equal to available balance. So requested amount should not be greater than available balance. But here, do you know, sometimes my account contains 10,000 rupees only in my account. I want to withdraw 20,000. Just I will go to the ATM center, swipe the card, enter 20,000. What will happen? I know money won't come. By mistake I may get, then I can enjoy. Okay, by mistake, like so I tried to withdraw 20,000. Immediately you are going to get insufficient funds. Have you heard about this one? Insufficient funds. Okay, internally how this functionality is implemented, just a basic idea. Assume that it is a withdraw function or withdraw method, withdraw function I am taking. So how much amount you have to withdraw? Sir, def withdraw amount. Now I am taking if amount greater than or equal to balance. If amount greater than or equal to balance. Sir, something goes wrong, we can't proceed this request, so I have to stop by raising exception, right? What I am taking? Raise insufficient funds exception. Raise insufficient funds exception. Like this I did, sir. I did. So if a requested amount greater than or equal to balance, can you please raise insufficient funds exception? Okay, like sir, now else okay, process request. Okay, else process request as per our business requirement. Okay, like sir, now my question is, so if requested amount greater than or equal to balance, raise insufficient funds exception. So insufficient funds exception, is it Python inbuilt exception? No. So for bank application, based on my programming requirement, I define my own exception and I am creating this exception object and I am raising that exception object. Sir, here which keyword we are using? Raise keyword we are using to raise our own exception. Sir, this exception what we are using is the programmatic customized exception, user defined exception, right? Are you in the position to understand? Don't feel always zero division error, value error only. No, we have to define our own exceptions also. Any doubt about this? Clear, right? First example. Now here just observe one more example, sir. Okay, so do you know mobile recharge application? Mobile recharge application, sir. Observe a bit very carefully. Mobile recharge application. Do you know how you can recharge your mobile? Sir, I am talking especially specific to India. Okay, in India, how we can recharge our mobile phones? Assume that it is the prepaid. How you can recharge? Do you know these days? Okay, there are mobile recharge apps are available, applications are there. By using that you can do online very easily, sir. But in the olden days, if you go, so almost around 5 to 6 years before or 10 years before, then we are not having online recharge facility, right? Then what we have to take? We have to take, so we have to go to the shop wala is going to provide, so scratch card, then we have to, sir, on the scratch, if you scratch, then a number, a big number by default we are going to get, so BEGH 4 5 6, a big number you are going to get. This number you have to enter in your mobile, okay, then the requested amount will be recharged, sir. Okay, this is scratch card kind of thing, sir. Sir, what happened? Most of the people, what they are going to do is, sir, I paid 100 rupees, then I got this scratch card, I scratch that, then this is the number I got, then I have to enter this number, I have to enter this, so my mobile is going to be recharged. But most of the times what I am going to take, 456 is there, compulsory 455 also should be there, okay, 455 also should be there. Like what I will do is, I will try to enter 123 BEGH 455. So whenever I am trying to enter, immediately we are going to get invalid pin exception. Are you getting? Invalid pin exception, like, there is no such type of number pin, okay, like. Then 455 not working, maybe 457 may work, okay, 123 BEGH 457 I will try. Whenever I am trying 457, the invalid pin exception, okay, like, I realize that this one and this one is not there, compulsory we require to enter this one only, like, moreover I got alert message, 2 attempts already failed. If you are going to enter wrong pin third time, your mobile is going to be blocked, okay, like some message also, your SIM is going to be blocked, like I got message. Then so I have to enter, okay, this number, then my mobile is going to be recharged. Are you in the position to understand? Anyone having this type of experience, right? Most of the people at the beginning days, they did like this, okay. So make sure the service provider never going to generate these things in the sequence. Remember this one, compulsory they are going to generate random wise only, because if they are going to generate sequence, the problem is 456 if you aware, okay, then 457 458 459, okay, like continuously happily you can recharge, you can use all those things, right? That's why, so sequential they won't print, compulsory they are going for random number generation only, okay. Well, sir, here just observe DEF recharge, sir, can you please enter pin, okay, I have to enter pin. So if a pin is not valid, not valid, sir, so you entered wrong pin, okay. Now can you please raise invalid pin exception, can you please raise invalid pin exception, like this, right? So what is this invalid pin exception? This is nothing but what? Customizer exception, our own exception. To meet the programming requirement, we define our own exception. Such type of exception is called what? User defined exception, customizer exception. Are you in the position to understand one small use case where we have this type of requirements, right? Okay, well, sir, still let me go for one more very important example, sir. Sir, what my next example is, take very special case, sir. Sir, here Durga matrimonial application, okay, matrimonial application, sir. Durga matrimonial application is there. I want to develop this application. So in India, the minimum age to go for marriage is 18 years. Okay, my application decided max age 60 years, right? Okay, for this age group, my application will provide support. Assume 18 years to 60 years. Below 18 years, marriage illegal in India. Okay, but 60 years, after 60 years, so even it is legal, there is no use of going for marriage. Okay, after 60 years, right? Now observe very carefully, right? I want to develop such type of application. Okay, like, sir, I have one small question. Are you married? You, yes or no? Are you married? Most of the times whenever I ask this question in the classroom, whenever I ask, everyone is going to tell not married, not married, not married. Even their age is 30 plus also. Okay, everyone is going to tell not married, not married. Arey, why you didn't go for marriage? Sir, no job. So no job. Once I got the job, then I will think about marriage. Like this type of statements I'm generally hearing in the classroom. Take very special care. At the age of 60 years also, you can get the job, but at the age of 60 years, you won't get marriage. Okay, that's why. So getting marriage, getting job, getting marriage at right time is a very important. Job throughout your life, anytime you can do that. Okay, next, moreover, getting job is very easy than getting marriage. Remember that. If you are going to upload your profile in job sites, okay, your resume, you upload it in Naukri, next times like Monster. Like if you are going to upload your profile in the job sites, similarly, parallelly, better to upload in the matrimonial sites also. Okay, or otherwise you can convey to your father, I started job trials, can you please start my marriage trials? Like you have to request, because getting marriage in India especially, okay, these days is a very difficult, especially for the gent. Remember that. Okay, but I am very lucky because I got married already. Okay, now observe. Sir, now my application 18 to 60 years it's going to provide support. Now my question is, there is one person came, sir. He want to so register in my application. His age 99 years, sir. Are you getting? His age is what? 99 years. At this age, he is trying to register. Then what I have to do? So something goes wrong because my application should not accept this one. Now I'm going to tell very beautiful exception I'm going to raise. Okay, two young exception. Are you getting? Two young exception. Okay, please wait some more time. Please wait some more time. Definitely you will get the best match. Okay, definitely you will get a best match. Are you getting? Definitely you will get best match. Like I'm taking. So just for fun, okay, sir, 99 means too old. Like you have to, just for fun, just I reverse. Next, so there is one person came. He want to upload his profile, but unfortunately his age is 12 years only. At the age of 12 years only, he's hurry for the marriage. Then immediately my application, what it's going to tell? Two old exception. Your age already crossed marriage age. Marriage age. No chance of getting marriage. Okay, like I'm taking, sir. No chance of getting marriage. Like so this exception I'm going to raise. Now take very special care, just for fun, reversing, sir. 99, actually two old exception I have to write just for fun. Two young exception, 12 two old exception, because you don't know the legal rules, so that's why just I'm taking your age already crossed, you can't get the marriage. Like so then he is going to think about what is the correct age and so on, then he may get the legal rules. Now observe very carefully, sir. What is this two young exception? What is this two old exception? Okay, to meet our programming requirement, we have to define our own exceptions. We have to raise these exceptions to indicate something goes wrong. Such type of exceptions are by default considered customized exceptions or user defined exceptions. Now are you in the position to understand? Three examples I covered, sir. What is the first one? So insufficient funds exception. Second one, invalid PIN exception. Third one, too young exception, too old exception. Like you people should aware. Now everyone got basic idea. about what is the meaning of customizer exception. Of course, how to define that part I will explain. How to define, use, raise, that part I am going to take care. Sir, observe a bit very carefully, sir. Use or define exceptions. Okay, now have a look once. Also known as customizer exceptions or programmatic exceptions. These user defined exceptions also known as customizer exceptions or programmatic exceptions. Sometimes we have to define and raise exceptions explicitly to indicate that something goes wrong. Such type of exceptions are called user defined exceptions or customizer exceptions or programmatic exceptions. Remember, so we have to define, we have to raise exceptions to indicate something goes wrong. Such type of exception, user defined or customizer programmatic exceptions, right? Sir, now I have one small doubt. Here observe very carefully, sir. Here if you observe these examples, here who is raising insufficient funds exception? We are raising. Are you getting? I am using insufficient funds exception. I am raising. Python virtual machine doesn't have any information about our exceptions because these exceptions are not Python inbuilt exception, our own exception. We know when we have to raise. Okay, Python virtual machine won't write these exceptions automatically. We have to raise explicitly by using which keywords are raise keyword. Are you getting? So PVM, Python virtual machine, not having any information about these exception. That's why we have to raise explicitly by using which keywords are raise keyword. Remember, have a look once. So now programmer is responsible to define these exceptions and the Python virtual machine not having any idea about these. Okay, hence we have to raise explicitly based on our requirement by using which keywords are raise. Are you getting? By using which keyword? Raise keyword. Raise keyword can be used to raise exceptions. Most of the times we are going to use customizer exceptions because predefined exceptions PVM automatically raise, but customizer exception PVM won't raise. So some keyword must be required to raise. For that raise keyword we are going to use. Clear for all of you, right? Now observe. Sir, can you please give an example? Okay, insufficient funds exception, invalid pin exception, too young exception, too old exception. These are the best examples, right? So now I hope you people are having clarity what is the meaning of customizer exceptions theoretically, right? Sir, how to define, how to raise, that part I will take care. Up to this clear? Any doubt?